Hey everyone, today I just want to review three popular iPhone 6 cases. I recently purchased an iPhone 6 myself, and I found it a little bit hard to hold. It's not that slippery, but it feels a little bit top heavy, and due to the thinness and the size of the phone, you have to hold it kind of down here, and it just feels a little bit top heavy. Tends to want to kind of tip out of my hand when you whip it out of your pocket. The first few days I had it anyway, always felt like I was about to drop it, and I didn't like that feeling. I've had iPhones since the first one came out in 2007, and I've never used a case. I've only dropped an iPhone one time in those 7 years where the case actually, where the glass actually cracked. So I wanted to not go with a case for this, but I bought off contract for this 128 gigabyte one, and I just can't afford to drop it and have it break. So I prefer the naked feel of the device. It's so nice, but it's just a little bit unwieldy to hold. So I went out, and the first case I purchased was the leather iPhone 6 standard Apple case, and this was a great case. But the leather itself isn't very soft. It's hard to see, but it does say natural leather, so I think that means it's all real leather. Anyway, the inside here, it's almost like a suede, or yeah, I think it's like a suede. But if this texture was out on the outside of it, I think this would be a really nice case. As it is, the leather itself isn't very soft, so I was a little bit disappointed in that. And it retails for $45, so it's not a cheap case. There's a few things I did really like about this case. Is once you get the phone in there, it does feel nice in your hand. It adds a little bit of weight to the phone, but it definitely feels more grippy in your hand. So that's really all I was looking for. The other really good thing is you can lay it face down. There's enough of a lip on the edge here, on the edges, that you don't have to worry about the glass touching the surface. It's definitely safe like that. So I really like that. I didn't like that the bottom was kind of open here, because the problem is after using this for a few days, you're kind of always balancing the phone like this, where your pinky's under here, and it would rub along this edge. And I noticed my pinky started getting raw. So you don't want to have to pick up your phone every time and feel like it's kind of hurting you in any way. So I went out and I purchased this Spigen case, and the reason why I got this case was in all my cases, I just want something minimal. I don't like a huge OtterBox case or something that's like going to be all bulky. I don't really care about drop protection. I just care about that I want to be like, I don't care about it when it drops if it's going to protect the phone. I just want to be able to give the phone a little bit better feel in the hand where it's easier to grip. All I care about really is the grip. So this was nice. The Spigen case is only $10, which is good. It's a plastic kind of case with it almost has like a rubberized, slightly rubber matte texture. So it makes it grippy in your hand, which is good. So I did start using that case for a few days, but even this, get this out of here. So I used this case for a few days, and I kind of liked it, except for it had the same kind of issue. So this edge is a little bit more off to the side, but the problem is this edge is pretty sharp. So I even filed the edge down, and it helped a little bit, but it was still, it was cutting my pinky. Just like the other case was, just in a slightly different spot. The other thing what I did like about this case, that was only $10, and it had the button cutaways. And Apple, obviously spends a lot of time, I'm sure, on designing the buttons and how the buttons feel when you click them. So having those exposed and actually hitting the physical button is a little bit nicer compared to the Apple case. I wish that these had cutouts. I think it would make it a better case. So, and the other thing about this is the lip around the front edge isn't nearly as it's probably about 1 millimeter shorter than the Apple case. So when you put it face down on some surfaces, it wobbles ever so slightly, and I just don't feel like this. I don't feel 100% confident that the screen isn't touching on whatever surface it's laid down. So that's a negative on the case. To deal with this pinky cutting on the bottom, I went on Amazon for another popular case to find one that's minimalistic and that covers the whole bottom. So what I found was this is called the Max Boost case. It's just like a clear Max Boost liquid skin. It's only $10 as well, and you can see it's flexible. It does not have the button cutouts, but you can see the bottom here is completely enclosed, which I thought would be good. So I thought it would be good. I got it on the phone, and it did definitely feel better holding it. But then the plastic on here, it made me feel like it's like, I don't know, cheapens the product. I thought the clear would be good, but it just kind of makes you feel like it's putting plastic on a nice couch, and nobody really likes that. So the other thing is it's kind of like not on there that tight because it's so thin, and you definitely can't lay it face down. So I didn't really prefer this case either, unfortunately. I mean, there's tons of other cases online, but these were the ones that were like most minimalistic and seemed to be popular and had good reviews on Amazon. I will post the links down below to all the different cases. But I think if I had to choose one, the leather cases, the Apple leather case is definitely the best case to me. If it's too expensive, if you don't want to spend $45 on a case, I would say get the Spigen case. The bottom edge might not bother you as much. Like I said, I tried to file it down. It helped a little bit, but you might prefer a different kind of case. Anyway, the Apple leather case I think is the one I would go with. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it is the best feel in hand overall. And it is nice, and you can lay it face down like that. So that's my quick kind of roundup of iPhone 6 cases, guys. If you have any comments or know of any better cases, leave it in the comments below. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up if the video helped you out. And please remember to subscribe, and you guys take care. Bye.